In Spokane with senior national correspondent Justin Michaels. Justin, what is the latest going on there right now?
Well, I'll tell you what, you talk about that air quality, Lynette, and it is certainly bad. The sun is muted. It's difficult to see off into the distance. The mountains are muted also, as these air quality issues are going to last for quite some time. Also, a lot of people still out of their homes because of those evacuation orders. And the number one thing they want is to be able to get back to their property, even if they know it's burned. Let's talk to Captain Daniel Ramey, Public Information Officer here for the Spokane complex. So, Captain, tell me, as far as those evacuation orders, that's the one thing a lot of people want lifted as quickly as possible. What's the update there?
So we have to get through this weekend. We have those red flag warnings. Those winds we had predicted to be very similar to Saturday when this thing all started. We're going to be cautious. We don't want to bring people back in and have to push them right back out. Right. So as we get through this weekend, we're working every single morning with law enforcement, with all the counties involved, and they make a plan and they update it. They don't just have a stagnant plan, they reassess constantly. Yeah. We want to get you guys back in here. The utilities are looking a lot better. And we're getting containment, as you know.
So, yeah, and containment levels have all gone up. In fact, the autumn lane is just below 50%.
Correct, absolutely. So with that, I'll show you the numbers.
Literally the most up-to-date information here.
The autumn lane incident, we are at 5,784 acres at 47% contained, at 168 damaged or destroyed structures. Okay. The Fairview incident at 992 acres, 31% contained, with still the same number of 59 structures damaged or destroyed. The last one, the Old Trails incident,
which is where we are.
We are currently at right now, 3,556 acres at 43% contained, with 694 structures damaged or destroyed, with a total of structures damaged or destroyed at 921.
But, you know, that's got to wear on the firefighters. We know, firefighters, one and all, heroes, without question. And they come into neighborhoods like this. And even for them, being professionals at trying to put these flames out, what do you do when every house is on fire? How are the firefighters doing?
We heard from locals off Truck 14. He gave some information to the local media. And I'm just listening to him. He said everything was emergency traffic. And I've been there before, house to house. You have to go through and say, what is savable? Right. What can we do right now to have it stop this chain reaction, right? You have to choose a house, jump on it, be quick. These crews are trained. This fire service is very coordinated with law enforcement. We saw some amazing, amazing stories. 67,000 people evacuated under 5 hours with 0 fatalities at this time, nothing reported. We're looking really good in that area. Amazing. We were on the Campfire, Palisades, Eden, Hawaii, similar wind events. Right. And to find the lack of loss of life, we're just so grateful. And this fire service, city and county, just hats off to them.
I know it's not something they ever like to talk about, but that has to weigh on them, because sometimes I know that command decision, that on-the-fly decision is, all right, look, we have to let this house burn so we can save these houses. Yes. And they have to make that awful decision. Yes. That's got to wear on firefighters.
Absolutely. And I've been on fires where you passed a house, you saved a house, and you went off to the next. You came back and that house burned behind you. And that probably wears the biggest. You put a lot of effort in. You want to know that you did some good. So some of the firefighters had wins and they had losses. And that will stick with you. This day will live in their minds forever.
Well, and many of them also are infected by this, whether it's their home or a friend's home or a family member's home. Right. They also lost while they were out here trying to fight.
Yeah, we've made contact with an individual, a firefighter, that was protecting a house, and she could see her house over the hill.
Burning?
She continued. Don't know if it was burning, but it was being impacted very quickly. But she stayed focused, and she said, this is the house I'm protecting right now.
Wow.
Just amazing. Amazing stories.
Captain, tell me, because even though there are homes on the peripheral here that are still standing, that survivor's guilt will be there for those people. However, not necessarily, even though they're standing, are they habitable right now because of smoke damage and all of the chemicals that are now have infiltrated those properties because of the smoke. How often do we see it? And I know it does happen where homes that are seemingly fine are actually not, and they're not livable anymore.
Absolutely. I mean, think about your freezers full of meat. You have a lot of waste. You go in there and you could have damaged windows. Windows will crack at heat. I saw numerous windows cracked on homes that looked intact. Now you have potential smoke damage. Yeah. That items, they need to be tested, cleared out, especially if they were compromised in any way. The firefight was huge. Firefighters have many structures on here. We'd like to iterate. damaged or destroyed. We have a lot of damaged structures, but
Right.
firefighters were so engaged. They saved numerous homes with, moments notice it would have been completely lost. So a lot of damaged homes that just will have to be repaired, and they can rebuild very soon.
Last question I have for you is about utilities. We do see the marks along the road. Looks like there's been some work already done in this neighborhood. Utilities are the one thing people need to start the recovery process. Any word from the utility companies on getting things up and running again?
So right now they're securing. I haven't heard an ETA on when they're going to be back up.
Okay.
They start with basically what's damaged, what's going to trip you up, the power line across the road. Every line is considered active. We want to encourage people to know that you see a line, do not ever expect it to be de-energized. Expect it to be energized potentially.
Sure. So time, just takes time.
Just takes time. Be patient. This community is on the ball. When we have those meetings, they are in the loop and said, we want to get people back in. What does it take to do that? I've been in those meetings.
Captain Daniel Ramey, thank you very much for your time. It's good to see you again. We first met on the campfire all those years ago, so it's good to see you again. Sam and Lynette, you can hear in Captain Ramey's voice maybe some semblance of optimism. Things are going in the right direction. Containment levels are going up. But still, you talk about firefighters. You talk about the pain that they go through because of this, Lynette, and it really highlights just how far-reaching the aftermath of destructive fires like this fire and the other two in the Spokane area are. Your house doesn't have to burn for you to be impacted by this quite dramatically, and that includes firefighters and first responders. Lynette, into you.
Exactly, Justin. Thank you for that. Great interview with the firefighter there. They are true heroes and they are special people. Thank you for that. All right, let's talk about the fact that we do have some severe thunderstorms.